Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you a senator who has for many, many years been a friend of the sustainable agriculture and organic movement. Senator Herb Kohl has for years championed the SARE program. He has championed the ATRA program. He has championed organic provisions that you probably never even knew of or thought existed, and his staff has helped work out the details of those provisions. And for many, many years, he has been with us bringing forward into the movement the kind of legislation and the kind of appropriation support. As chair of the Senate Appropriations Agriculture Subcommittee, Senator Kohl has led our movement by protecting funding for critical programs. So I want to first thank him, and then I never believe in seeing Senator Kohl without asking. So I'm going to ask Senator Kohl, as you go in this year with a tough fight that we are in appropriations, please don't cut the Conservation Stewardship Program. And we were thrilled that the president's budget asked finally for an increase in the SARE program. You worked last year, we almost got it, and it got killed finally at the last minute. We need an increase in the Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education Program, and we ask you for that as well. Thank you very much. We are grateful to you, and here's Faye, would you like to? Yes.
Senator Kohl, we just want to present you with this cornucopia basket of organic delights, and we want to thank you for your many, many years of supporting the important work of organic and sustainable farmers. You rock, and welcome to the Organic Farming Conference. You want it up here? Oops, can you help get it back down?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am delighted to be here with you today, and I want to promise that the things that were thrown at me this morning, without me even having a chance to think about it, but when Margaret Crone comes at you, as you know, you don't say no. And so I promise you we'll get it done. And to all of you, I thank you so much for having me with you here today. For me, it's a real and distinct honor to be here again with a group that cares so much about our land and the health of our neighbors as you so passionately do. Moses has made a commitment to preserving and protecting our agricultural gifts and passing them on to the next generation. We share a belief that real achievement is leaving the world in a better place than we have found it. And you do that every day by protecting the land, producing safe and healthy food, as well as bringing new farmers into the fold of organic agriculture. Moses has shown that sustainability is not only the right thing to do, but that it can also be profitable. In Washington, we need to help you further the cause. Recently, the administration announced a new agreement with the European Union to expand trade in organic products. So after June 1st, the EU will recognize the USDA organic program as equivalent to their organic program, which will allow U.S. organic produce to be marketed as organic overseas. This is a very important development, as you well know, and it will spur growth in the agriculture sector in this country and create jobs here in the Midwest, in Wisconsin, as well as all across the country. Let's be clear, agriculture is an economic and job-creating engine here at home in every state, particularly in the Midwest. Too often, farms in rural America are overlooked when it comes to economic growth, as people focus solely on what is happening in the big cities, but we well know that that is not at all true. The truth is entirely different. Today, agricultural exports from Wisconsin alone are over $2.8 billion and have risen over 18% in just the last 2 years. That is indeed impressive growth. As a new trade agreement with South Korea is implemented, we can expect that growth to continue. And nationwide, organics were 11% of all produce sales in 2010, almost $27 billion in sales. Closer to home, co-ops like Organic Valley are approaching $1 billion in sales. No longer is the organic sector, quote, small potatoes. You are indeed a major part of the farm economy in our country. And with so much more potential for growth for organic products, now is not the time to stop our investment in research and promotion of organics at the USDA. Last year, we were able to make sure the budget contained almost $7 million for the National Organic Program. This will be another tough budget year, but we need to maintain our investments. We also encourage USDA to continue surveying the organic sector on a regular basis so that farmers have the best information available to make theirs and your business decisions. Some people see government spending as always a waste, but I believe that smart investments can pay off and help the private sector create prosperity. We understand that you may not be able to research the next great method of control weeds out of your own pocket, but if we all do it together, then we will all share the benefits of cleaner water and safer food. We also need to continue our investment in conservation to protect our land and water today as well as into the future. As grain prices rise, this is even more important as farms make difficult decisions about whether to abandon conservation projects in order to bring more land into production. As the next Farm Bill takes shape, I will continue to be an advocate for conservation, and I will continue to work with Senators Harkin and Stabenow to make sure that conservation moves forward and not backward. I am and have always been on your side and will continue to work for you because I admire your work and your values. I want to see a better Wisconsin in the future, a better Midwest, and a better country, one that can feed more people, support more jobs, and still give the next generation a fruitful and a scenic landscape. We share a vision of rural prosperity, and I look forward to working with you to make it a reality. In my experience in the Senate, nothing has been more satisfying to me than to see the growth of organic farming. It's a great development. You deserve the major credit for your efforts. I admire you, I respect you, and as I said, I will continue working until my very last day in support of the policies that will increase your efforts, make them more successful, and you can count on my everlasting support for what you do. Thank you so much. It's great to be with you.